It is time for an album in review on Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Derling. Thank you for watching. As you know, if you've seen this before, an album in review, I just take a classic album from my collection, talk about it for 3 or 4 minutes. And today, I'm talking about a band that I've loved for many years, but a band that I haven't listened to as much of late because of there has been so much negative press and backbiting and fighting between members, past and present. And it's really soured my appreciation for the band's music. But thankfully, I'll probably jinx myself by saying this, it has been quiet in the Journey camp as of late. So yeah, recently I listened to one of their classic albums and remembered what I love about this band in the first place. I'm talking about their 1978 album, Infinity. The 4th Journey album overall, but the first to feature Steve Perry on vocals. First to feature this breathtaking Stanley Mouse artwork. Always loved this album art. Of course, this was the first big Journey album. This featured 2 songs which, though they did not hit the top 40, get plenty of airplay and are considered to be one of Journey's, big hit singles. Lights and Wheel in the Sky. Neither of those songs got anywhere close to the top 40 on Billboard in 1978, but because of recurrent radio play and the band getting more and more popular, they're staples of the band's set lists, and they ended up on the Greatest Hits album, and everybody knows those songs, even though they weren't top 40 singles. There's a lot more to this album. It's still a pretty proggy album in places. They didn't completely abandon the stuff that made their first 3 albums so magnificent as far as music goes. I mean, listen to a song like Winds of March. Not your typical pop song layout at all. Another notable track on here is the song Patiently, which is apparently the first song that Steve Perry and Neil Schon wrote together. It's also got one of their heaviest songs called Can Do. No one talks about that. It's got a really cool circular Neil Schon riff. And this is also the last album, very, very much a transitional album, because the first album with Steve Perry, it's the last album with Ainsley Dunbar. I don't think that is any coincidence, but, great lineup for this album, and fantastic back cover photo. I mean, come on, you gotta love that. Yeah, it's a great album, and I think that it deserves another look. You look back on it, yeah, I think it's at 3 million sold, so it is a big selling album, but it's a little bit heavier than what would follow, and I don't mean it's metal. I just mean there's some rocking stuff on here. Never been a fan of the production on here. It's Roy Thomas Baker. It's a very compressed production, but you kind of get used to that because the strength of the songs come through. So that's today's an album in review in Tim's Vinyl Confessions, Journey and Infinity from 1978. If it's on your shelf, go pick it up and give it a listen. And we'll see you later.